We just all went with what we felt in our heart, and we all gave each other space to experience what they needed to go with.
I'm not going to say whether or not there were some people who had made changes in their opinion, but we took our responsibility very seriously, and we went through each and every count that we had to go through and each and every instruction that we had to go through, and made sure that, you know, we fulfilled our duty from that standpoint. In the guilt phase, we're charged with innocent until proven guilty. And we very much took that seriously and made, again, the prosecution, through the evidence and through the testimony, prove in every single charge that they made their case.
I think we all went through a very unique experience. Not very many people have to go through this for 6 months, 4 days a week, listening to and seeing the things that we saw. And it's impossible not to be affected by it.
You know, for me, coming home to my husband every night and not being able to talk to him about my day, waking up with a nightmare or something that triggers something that you have heard, and them turn to you and say, what's going on? What's going on? You know, are you okay? And not being able to express that, I think, was hard for me too.
Honestly, he is innocent until proven guilty. So every day going into this courtroom, I never was afraid for my life. I looked at him as an innocent man. When we finally came back with the guilty verdicts, did my feelings change? Not so much, since I had been in the courtroom with him already for 6 months. Now I knew, because I had helped in that decision, that he was guilty. I think it's more of listening to the things that he did and going home with it later that affected me more. Sitting here in the courtroom, I never got chills from him. I never was completely fearful. I was focused too much on what I was here to do. But I think going home afterwards is when I was affected more.
I was very privileged to be a juror. I'd never been one. And being with this group of people has been a wonderful experience. But it's not what you think it is. When you have somebody's life in your hands, it's not what you think it is. But being on this case, it's affected my life, and I don't think I'm going to be the same, having gone through this. And yeah, we did laugh, but we took it very seriously, and I just have respect and care for the families, and it was emotional hearing their stories. Sofia Nunez's son affected me the most too. Coming home and finding your mother dead has got to be the most horrible thing in the world, and I can't get over that for a long time.
In terms of the police work for me, I think there was a mix of both shining examples of excellent police work and areas that were clearly, I think, they would have liked to have done differently, and they had said so in testimony as well.
It was not an easy thing for us to do. It's not easy even now. You know, we're going to have to probably deal with this for several months, days, years even, until we kind of come to grips with what we've had to do here.
He showed emotion, but I don't know if it was, you know, sorry because of what he did or sorry because he got caught. And just looking back at some of the things he'd said in his background, in his past, I don't know. I think the verdicts that we came back with said it all.